Sisters, it's Kristin and I have some empties for you guys today. I mean, so we're just going to go ahead and jump into the empties. And they're going to, for a while, be in no particular order. Once I get through a little bit, then I can try to organize. I'll do my best, but I make no promises. I've used up another, trust me, you know, the reason that I include some of these things in here, by the way, I'll link what I can. If something I've talked about 100 times, I won't link it, but I'll try to link some of the new stuff. Anyway, I've talked about this a bunch, but in case you're new to my empties, I just want you to know that the Tresemme Tray 2 All Day Humidity Resistant Hairspray is one of my loves. I love this. I go through tons of these. I have it in like every size imaginable. Travel size. I have it in this kind of wee little size. I've had it in the ginormous size. Lots of sizes. Okay. Also, in the realm of hair care, I see sticking up here is the Olaplex Bond Maintenance Shampoo and Conditioner. I am a big fan of these. I absolutely love this product. It works really well for my hair, for my actual hair, for my extension hair. I do have extensions in case you're curious, and you're new and haven't heard me talk about it before. This has just been, this is my first 2 of these, and I have absolutely already repurchased and have them in my shower. So big, huge fan. All right, I have some body care stuff on top here. Let's just get these right out of the way. Trader Joe's Body Butter. Thankfully, I had just about used up my last one, and I was down in the Milwaukee area where there is a Trader Joe's, and I was able to stock back up. So I think I bought 5 at that trip. So I use this not only on my body, but on my feet every single night, and then put socks on. I have like dry feet, dry hands. I'm a dry individual. Even when it's humid out, I'm still dry. So every single night I put this on my feet, and it works wonders for me. So Trader Joe's Body Butter, love, would repurchase, have repurchased, and good to go. I actually have 2 things from Dove. Actually, I have 3 things from Dove sitting here. Hashtag not sponsored. Dove has no idea who I am. I've really enjoyed these. This is the second one of this. This is the Morning Blossom, and it's in the, apparently it was limited edition. Who knew? I'm trying to see what it's actually called. Nourishing Body Wash. Yeah, it was lovely. It's a very nice kind of spring summer scent. I really like these. I have been a Bath and Body Works, shower gel girl for years, like since college, and I just kind of have gotten away from this is going to look super funny with me sitting directly. Anyway, I always sit on the ground when I film these. By the way, did I open that? I sure did. I always sit on the ground when I'm filming these because it's easier for me to separate out my trash between recycle and garbage. Big fan of that. All right, moving on. This also, I just recently repurchased this. I think I've talked about this before in a favorites. The Dove Exfoliating Body Polish. The one that I like is the Crushed Macadamia and Rice Milk. I shouldn't say that I don't like the other ones. It's dripping on me. But this is the one that I repurchased again because I really like the scent. It's kind of a clean but warm scent all at the same time. Really like that. It works really well. It's not, the one that I used to use was the Tree Hut. And I like that one. That's more of an oil base. This is more creamy base. And I think this leaves my skin feeling more nourished after it's exfoliated. So that's a scoop with that, and I would and have repurchased. The other Dove product I have in here is the dry spray. And I put this in here to tell you that the scent Beauty Finish I really like. If you don't like a strong scent, you probably wouldn't like it. But I really like it. It just is this sort of clean. It's not like, I don't like baby powdery stuff. I don't like that kind of scent, but it's a nice kind of clean, fresh scent. Big fan of that. Have repurchased. And the Simple Micellar Water, I like this. I think it works almost as good as Bioderma, and I use this to take off my eye makeup. On occasion, I'll use it if I'm just getting up and I'm planning to shower later in the day, and so I'm just going to get up and like throw my hair up and go about my day for a while. I'll use it then to kind of, quickly cleanse my face. But well, it's over there now. But I do like it. I think I bought 3 or 4 bottles the last time I was at Target because I can't find it at Walmart or anything like that. So used up another thing of Quo cotton rounds. If you're in Canada and can get these Quo luxury cotton pads in the rounds, get you some because they're the best cotton rounds available. My friend Kristin from Kristin321 recently went to Canada and she sent me a couple of them, which I was very appreciative of. And then, of course, I have more of my Kirkland pre-moistened towelettes, so the makeup remover. I love these. Love. I think they're great. When you buy the box of them, they come with a few of these that are with 15 that I use for travel, And then this is the one I keep in, you know, just at my sink, whatever, sink vanity. And there's 30 of them in that. So in case you haven't heard me talk about those endlessly, I don't know why I threw this in here. These are Equate wipes. They're baby wipes, but I use them to take off swatches because they're like $1 for the whole package. All right, I found a few more hair things. Let's just put these together. This is the Alterna Replenish Moisture Conditioner, and then I have a conditioner and a shampoo from the Bodybuilding Volume line. I don't love the Volume line as much as I love this line. This line and then the Olaplex, those are the two that are currently my favorites. I am giving serious consideration because I have a sample size right now of the Orbe Gold Lust. I'm giving serious consideration to purchasing that next once I use up one of these. But anyway, love that. These are okay for my kind of hair, but you might like this for a different kind of hair. But I'm a big fan. I know that the Alterna products are expensive, but you just don't need as much of them. They're a little more concentrated and you don't need to use as much and they last forever. So, and then this is the Scalp Wellness Shampoo that I use. I have a very dry scalp. I think product builds up on my scalp sometimes. So I try to use this once every 10 days or so. It's the Malibu Scalp Wellness Shampoo. Big fan of this. I like this. It gets kind of the crap out of your hair and off of your scalp. It's a nice kind of clarifying shampoo. Big fan of that. All right, I dug down and did a little bit of organizing. I have a couple of smaller size body lotions that I worked through. This is the Laura Mercier Fresh Fig. These both are little, the body soufflés. I love this. And the Fig is one of my favorite scents. It's very heavy though. All of the Laura Mercier body soufflés, just kind of an FYI. If you think about getting them and you don't like a heavy fragrance that you can smell throughout the day so much so that you don't need to wear a perfume, then I do not suggest these. If you don't mind that, if that doesn't give you some sort of a migraine or something like that, then I think you would really like these. They moisturize very nicely, not greasy, but you feel that moisture throughout the day and they smell delightful. Big fan of that. And then of course the Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Cream. It smells awesome. It's so good. It's so good. Again, it's another one that will linger throughout the day. And if scents give you, or if fragrance gives you headaches, I don't know that you would like this. It's also very expensive. Just saying, the Trader Joe's body butter is way less expensive than both of those. And then I used another hand cream. I think I've used a bunch. I just saved one. This is the Neutrogena Norwegian Formula hand cream, fragrance free. I just cut it open to get all of it out. You guys, if you've been around a long time, you're sick of hearing this. If you're new, first of all, welcome. I didn't say that before. And second of all, this is the best hand cream. It's like Vaseline, so it's the last thing I put on my hands before I go to sleep, and it's the only thing that will keep my hands even close to at bay. All right, I loved this so much. I have already repurchased, and I want you to see that I dug down in there to get every last little bit out of that. This is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Kiss Lip Butter. I use this on my lips every single night. I love it. It has I should have put this in my favorites. I didn't even think about that. Oh well. It's awesome. It's the best. I found it on Amazon for $18 because when I went to Sephora it was out of stock. So I got it in a couple of days from Amazon. Love it. Absolutely love it. It's my go-to. My favorite. Absolute favorite. Okay, I found another one of the simple things. I went through 2 of those, apparently. It's been a while since I've done my empties. One sort of random, and then I'll move on to some skincare and makeup. So I'm still brushing my teeth, you'll be glad to know. But I don't know if I've ever talked about this. I'm trying to undo it. It's the Sensodyne Extra Whitening. So normal whitening toothpaste make my teeth super sensitive. If I use a Crest White Strip, my teeth are like, it's like torture for the next month. So I just can't do that. But this is awesome. It helps a little bit. It's not as good as like a bright white, like a Colgate whitening or whatever, but it does help to whiten and it doesn't make my teeth sensitive. So I just wanted to kind of mention that. I buy it in the pack of like 4 or 5. I can't remember how many come in at Costco. It's great. Big fan. Okay, let's talk about some skincare. Really quickly, I'm going to talk about the Wander Beauty baggage claim rose gold eye masks, or just the regular gold eye masks. I love these. These are my favorite eye masks. I feel like they stay on nicely, which is key. I mean, what good is an eye mask going to do if it doesn't actually stay where it's supposed to? And it just really hydrates and sort of, I feel like it enriches that area with a lot of good stuff. I don't know. I'm a big fan of these. I like them a lot. I travel with them. I use them quite a bit and have repurchased. Okay, so I've got some skincare. I got some kind of heavy-hitting skincare in here as far as like cost-wise. So this is the Lancome Genifique. I love this. I've talked about it before. I dropped this like early on after buying it and broke the little thing. So what I ended up doing was I had a smaller size of it. I just kept pouring and we kept refilling it from this into the smaller size. I dropped, I don't even know when it was that I dropped, but you can like hear the thing is inside of there. So that's less than delightful. But I love this. It's very expensive, but it is a great serum. Big fan. Would absolutely and already have repurchased again. Have I since then? I think so. I also have some serums I'm trying to work through, so I can't, that might have been a lie, but not purposeful. Okay, let's talk about this. I have talked about this on a bunch of lives and that sort of thing. This is the Clé de Peau Intensive Fortifying Emulsion. This is very expensive, but there's 4.2 ounces in there, and this lasted forever. Like, I couldn't believe there was still stuff coming out of it. It's very thin. I wonder if I can, there. There's a tiny bit in there. Do you see how thin that is? But it's so hydrating. It's just shocking to me that something so thin of a, you know what I mean? In my head, I just feel like it's got to be thick and cakey, sort of, if it's going to be hydrating. It's awesome. And I am very, very close to pondering that. As far as my favorite moisturizer is concerned, it's a toss-up between this and this. I do love the CeraVe, so like on a drugstore line, I love the CeraVe products, but they're good for hydration, but they don't have a lot of skincare benefits in them aside from hydration. Does that make sense? So the Clé de Peau, I love this. I will absolutely repurchase it again. It's just a matter of when. And then, I switch it off between this. This is the Algenist Genius. This is great. It smells delightful. For the record, it kind of smells, I don't even know what I would say. It just kind of has a little sweet smell to it, but not like over the top. It's not like you're going to smell it all day. But it's so great. My skin has gone kind of wackadoodle here. It's a technical term. And when that happens, I kind of go back to basics. So for me, that's going back to mostly Algenix products because I know that they work for me and they work every single time. That, you know, I can kind of bring my face back to ground zero before I try something else. So big fan of that. And I got to tell you, I'm just getting to the point in my life where I'm not sure I want to keep trying. I have a lot of skincare products, though. I'm just not sure I want to keep trying because, you know, when you know what works. Anyway. Okay, also Clé de Peau. And I've tried a few face oils that I've had in my collection since then, and they do not work like this. So this will absolutely be repurchased, though it has not yet. This is the Radiant Multi-Repair Oil. This is great. So what I generally do with this, in case you're curious, is I wash my face pretty early in the evening, almost before dinner, generally before dinner. And I will wash, tone, and serum. And then I will put like 4 drops pretty much of this on my fingers and just kind of press it in. And then I go about my business for the next 3 or 4 hours. And then when I go to bed, I put moisturizer and eye cream. And that seems to work really well for my skin, and I really feel like my skin is missing this. I'm trying an oil from Chantecaille that my skin does not like. It does not seem to sink in at all. I'm just not a fan of it. I'm going to send it off to Emily for her to try. So yeah, that's that. Okay. This is the Clinique Moisture Surge Intense. This is good. It's great for an evening and more, I would say, fall, winter, early spring, when your skin really is, you know, super dry and dehydrated. Right now, it's not as good, but I used it up a little bit ago. It's been a while since I filmed in Empties, clearly. So I do like that. I don't know that I would purchase it again. The Murad Hydrating Toner, they've changed this bottle. It now comes in a pink bottle. I have repurchased that and have been using it, and it seems to work the same, and I like it just as well. They don't call it the Hydrating Toner anymore. They call it something else, I think. Some of this wording is different, but I'll link it below for you in case you're curious. I can't tell you how many times I've repurchased this. This is just my go-to toner. I don't have any sort of backup toners like that in my collection that need to be used, so I just keep repurchasing that one. And then lastly is my eye cream. This is my go-to. I repurchase. This is the Algenist Complete Eye Renewal Balm. I love this. They have sent it to me in the past, but I don't even know how many I've purchased. And I'm on my last one, so I need to get on the stick and buy some more. All right, so lastly is kind of I have a fragrance and some makeup stuff. There's something on this. Something leaked. So after this, I'm going to film a use it up, like where I'm at with my use it up. So look for that, and some of these things will be in there. But this is the Dior Capture Total Powder Foundation in the shade 20. Loved this. Absolutely loved it. As you can see, I actually broke up everything on the outside and used up every little last bit. It's a great powder. It looks absolutely amazing on. Another thing that I used up in the makeup realm is a Lancome Tint Idel 24-Hour Makeup. I used this kind of combining it with Charlotte Tilbury foundation that was too dark for me. And they made a good combination, and I like this. I like this on its own as well. It just was, my skin was a little bit darker than this. This is in the shade 100, and I think I'm probably a 110 in truth to that. Maybe a 100 in like the January or something, but generally I think I'm more of a 110. My skin doesn't change all that much. And I would repurchase that again. I would. I'm not going to because I have other ones to work through. And then also I have a Laura Mercier. You can see that I cut this open. Hydrating Primer. This was nice. It's not as good as the Becca that I like, the purple Becca. But I do like this. It's just not quite as good. Okay. This is one also that I have used up. This is the Makeup Revolution Concealer. I really liked this. I thought it was a great concealer. I was shocked at how much I liked this. I liked it so much I took out the little thing and used every little last bit that I could. All right, here's one that I'm tossing because it's terrible. This is the Kat Von D Everlasting Glimmer Veil. It's a lip product. It looks so pretty when you first put it on. I'm not going to swatch it because I don't want it all over me, but you can kind of see the color there. I don't think there's... Oh, it's in Lolita. This just like flakes off and it's terrible. It makes your lips look terrible. I don't like it at all. So I'm just going ahead and tossing that. And then I have a few mascaras in here to talk about a little quick. Mascara Madness, and then I have a fragrance. So this is the Wander Beauty Unlashed. Absolutely love this mascara. Big fan, no issues. It has this funky little brush. It's one of my favorite mascaras. It's been overtaken currently by the one I'm wearing that I talked about in my favorites. But I like that a lot. This one I tossed because I could not deal with the brush. I didn't like it at all. It's the Liz Wattier Dramatic Intense 3D. This brush is huge. No. I will pass. Thank you very much. As Heather McMahon would say, it's an absolutely not. And then this Grande Drama Intense Thickening Mascara with Castor Oil. I did like how my lashes looked, but it transferred like a crazy person. Kind of has a very slight hourglass brush, but just not my favorite. So, and lastly, I have a fragrance, and this is my signature scent for sure. People definitely recognize, if they smell this in the air, they know that I'm in the area. Like, well, either that means I'm wearing too much of it, or it just really works for me. But this is the Lancome La Vie Belle. I lost a little ribbon at some point. I don't know, but love this. It is my absolute favorite, hands down, 100% favorite fragrance. And I think that is it. So I've already talked about what is on my face in my favorites video, so I'll have it listed below for you too in case you're curious. And I think that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and in everything that you do and say, be beautiful. Bye.